this at all.
Like many Brits, my first taste of America was being taken to Disney World as a kid. 20 years on, I want to get a real taste of a country that's fascinated me ever since.
Don't laugh at me, Faye.
And the only way I know how is by cooking.
Look at that.
Tasting.
What's it like, Viagra?
And getting stuck into everything stateside.
It's a bit more exciting than the Norfolk Broads.
Raw and uncut, and without a guidebook.
Oh, wow. This is like a trophy cabinet of all your dinners.
Well, this too, but...
I'll be on a one-man food quest. To be reborn in the US of A.
This ain't the America I've ever seen.
My first stop, New York, and I'm heading for uncharted territory.
I'm going to an illegal restaurant today. Yeah, it kind of feels like 007. Don't film the location.
In search of the hottest tastes in town. From the freshest immigrants. For better.
35 double D. She's definitely coming. We want some cake, brother.
And for worse.
So you work in the day, and then at night time you feed how many people that are homeless?
78.
What a man. There's not many of him around.
New York's food culture is built on wave after wave of immigration. You can literally get the world on your plate.
The first time I came to New York, I was about 22 years old. So that was 11 years. It's one of the most iconic cities in the world. And there is such an incredible ethnic mix of different people from different places, different religions.
It's a gateway to a wonderland of different flavours, dishes and techniques. But it's really easy to play it safe.
I've never really eaten outside of Manhattan, and I've always stayed in a hotel. And it does basically turn you into a tourist, whether you like it or not.
I want to experience the immigrant food that this city is founded on, so I'm avoiding all the fancy hotels, cocktail bars, and I'm getting my own apartment.
Hi, darling.
I'm heading to the neighbourhood restaurants and into people's homes, where for a change, I can be just another face in the crowd.
I'd never be out doing anything naughty, would I?
Half an hour on the subway, and I'm in one of New York's immigrant hotspots, Astoria. And it's not just the weather that's changed. I've arranged to meet a bloke who pioneered home-cooked food from his country of origin. This area, once home to New York's German settlers, is now a Middle Eastern enclave.
This geezer is supposed to be the Mac Daddy. He's like Yoda of Egyptian cooking. Ali.
Hey, Jimmy, how are you?
Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for coming over.
You have a reputation of being an incredible cook.
Yeah, we're trying to do our best.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Back in Egypt, Ali Al-Sayed studied chemistry. But as a new immigrant in the Big Apple, it was cooking, not chemicals, that gave him the ticket to survival.
How long have you been in New York?
We've been in New York for about 34 years.
Oh, right, so a long time now.
Yeah.
Enough to get the New Jersey accent down?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I lived in New Jersey for a while.
Yeah, I can tell.
I lived in Jersey for a while. I lived here for almost 10 years.
Can you do that? You talking to me?
Oh, yeah, you can. You're talking to me. That's Brooklyn accent.
Wow.
Check that.
Look at that.
Well, really, it's an appetizer is what we come from, which is hawashi, and we use it...
Hawashi.
Hawashi, how is she doing?
Egyptian cooking is pretty new to me, but Ali's flatbread is absolutely fantastic, stuffed with delicious melt-in-your-mouth duck, onions, pepper, garlic, and it smells out of this world. And the real alchemy simple dish is its blend of spices.
This is za'atar. Za'atar is desert thyme.
Za'atar, which one's
Yeah,
that?
the za'atar.
Can I taste this?
Yeah, please. Za'atar is desert thyme mixed with sesame, some cumin, and sea salt.
What is it?
Desert thyme,
Desert thyme, salt,
sesame, salt, and
just ground up.
cumin.
cumin.
And cumin.
That's
And,
amazing. Oh my God.
New York, especially, considered the capital of food in the world. Not France, not Italy. What you feel like having in an area like Astoria, with 265 different backgrounds. Most of them, they hate each other where they come from, and they come here, they marry, they are in business, they are together, they loving each other.
So what you're saying is the heart of America is obviously around a group of different people from different nationalities that possibly may have been fighting each other, killing each other, hating
Look
each
at
other.
India, Pakistan,
Turkey and Greece.
Turkey and Greece.
Yeah.
Look, Egyptian and Israeli.
Irish and English.
You know, Irish and English. Egyptian and Israeli. You know what I'm talking about? And you know what gets them together, Jamie? You wouldn't believe it. Table. Food. Let me give you some tea with this.
Give
me
me
some
anything,
hibiscus tea, please. Hibiscus tea is from the pharaonic time.
Smells. Oh my. Ah.
Right? Anyway.
Just a minute. When I was 4 years old, someone gave me that when I was on the Norfolk Broads on a boat, and I've been searching for that flavour ever since, and I couldn't find it.
Try that.
That is a great soup.
Okay, look at the colors.
It's got an element of minestrone about it, hasn't it?
I love how Europeans manipulate things and say, like, Italian. What is Italian cuisine? Because it was a civilization when the Roman had no underwear.
See, look. Who said he was competitive, eh?
When you compare Egyptian with the French and the Italian, I think it's degrading when you call us.
No,
I'm just joking, Jamie. Don't take it serious. Don't be English stuck up. Joke. We don't give a shit about it.
You really did come through Brooklyn, didn't you? You talking to me?
When in New York, do as the New Yorkers do. I'm going to have a go at my very own version of an Egyptian dish. First stop, Ali's local butcher.
Here's
wow.
the rabbit.
It's all alive.
Of course, so.
I never expected to see. I never expected to see this
Now we're
in the
talking
middle
about,
of Astoria in Queens.
We're talking about fresh meat. Here you have
There's 81 live slaughterhouses in New York City, and I can't believe that this one is only 4 miles from the Empire State Building.
I would have never imagined to have seen this like a mile away from the hotels I've been staying in for 10, 15 years. This is proper old school.
You want a cut or you want a whole?
Whole, please.
Limpio y entero, okay?
Wow, this is my first time in a halal slaughterhouse, but the locals really do get their meat here.
This is a goat.
A goat.
Large goat.
So we want the lamb.
Goat and lamb. That's the stomach and the intestines in there. And then got the feet and the head there. And then a couple of stray turkeys. I think I think this would appear quite crude because people never see where their meat comes from in a lot of culture. So
Look at this, almost done.
now it looks like meat all of a sudden. Thank you.
Let's go.
Now it's time for my first go at Egyptian cooking, New York styling. On all my previous trips to New York, I've never eaten or cooked outside the high-end restaurants. But all over the city, different immigrant communities have made New York their home.
Freddie, you got a little spoon? Yeah. Actually.
I'm about to try my first stab at Egyptian cooking with the help of Ali's kitchen hand, Freddie.
Now, basically, look, this is an opportunity for me to use some of this inspiration in a constructive way. I've got a 1.5 kilo duck, but I'm going to flavour it with Egyptian spices. So I've got the za'atar, nice big pinch of that sumac, then I've got the cumin, and then the chilli, and then a good pinch of salt.
Rub it all over, getting into all the nooks and crannies, and then slow roast that baby.
Freddie, will you whack that in the oven, brother? Now, in here, I've just cooked for about 20 minutes, about 4 plums. I've put some of that hibiscus that I tasted this morning, put that in there as well, and then I just put like a big handful of sugar in there.
Then grab some fresh coriander and whiz it up. More lime, brother. For a tasty garnish, finely slice some onion and some radish and give it a hit of salt and a good squeeze of lime. And the thing about acid and salt is it starts to cook things, OK? So that really harsh, oniony that onion breath thing goes. Freddie, can you get my duck out for me, brother? So have a look at this. This is what happens after about 2.5 hours. You'll want the skin nice and crispy to chop up, and then the leg meat should slide away from the bone, ready to be shredded. I can feel this. This is what I'm like at home. This is what my wife's got to put up with. At this moment, she's talking to me, going, oh, the kids tomorrow, you've got to pick them up from stagecoach and take them to ballet. And I'm going, oh, it's got to be a bit crispier. And I don't hear a word she's saying. Will you listen to me? Oh, OK. Now, I never use iceberg for nothing, but it's actually quite good as a receptacle to eat from. It's quite crunchy. Smear the leaf with a dollop of that sweet plum sauce. Crispy. Add the shredded meat and a bit of that crispy skin. Then add the onion and radish mix. And then sex it up with a little bit of pomegranates, some mint, coriander, squeeze of lime. Delicious. The whole point of it is you pick it up, you get it, and then you roll it up like this. And then you eat it. Delicious. Really good, really lively, very fresh. I hope Ali liked it.
Right. Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, come on! I've named the dish Ida Mañana, which means a handful of Ali. Does that sound rude? Ali must have liked it, because he's asked me to share a hookah with him.
Exactly. So
And do you inhale it, or...?
You do it like a cigar.
Right.
You smoke like a cigar. Start from the beginning. Right? It's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean, that's what life's all about, really, isn't it, at the end of the day?
That's what
Trying
New York.
different things.
Yeah, New York, New York.
On this trip, I'm going native. And renting an apartment is helping me feel like a proper New Yorker.
This kitchen looks like a scene out of a film. Isn't it?
The word on the street is this city's latest subculture is underground restaurants, a rebellion against high-class dining.
I'm going to an illegal restaurant today, which is really quite exciting. So I've got an address. They know I'm coming. They know you lot are coming. And they're like, look, you know, keep it to close. Oh, I love it. It's so exciting. So I'm like, yeah, it kind of feels like a bit 007.
The address is just east of Ali's neighbourhood, in New York's Peruvian hub, Jackson Heights.
It's quite interesting, like, you know, obviously you can see all the nationalities of faces have changed. All the shops have changed. I don't know what this looks like. It really doesn't feel like New York.
I hope my map reading skills are up to scratch, because my Spanish only stretches to beer and train ticket.
That looks like a dive. It's got barbed wire on it. Why the hell has it got barbed wire? Gordon Bennett. I've been to some restaurants, but I never quite been to one like that. I can see the kitchen. Hey, how you doing? Is this the Peruvian place to eat?
Yeah.
Do I come in here? Yeah? Thank you. Hello. Look what we got here. Really exciting. Okay. Do you mind if I join you?
Sure.
So this is pretty cool. I've never done nothing like this before. What's she got? A little plate of nuts and stuff?
That's fried corn.
So are you Peruvian?
Yes.
Yeah. And how do you find out about this place?
Because my friend, she works around here, and I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. So what, is this a family that run this place? Mm-hmm. Is this a house?
This is a house. I think they
Right,
live.
so they live upstairs?
I think so.
So this would be normally their front room?
This would be their front room.
It's completely bonkers. So when they say it's an illegal restaurant, illegal is in not registered, off doesn't exist as
Off
far
the
as...
grid, yeah. Definitely. You know, the Department of Health, which is the New York City
They
agency,
just close it in a
is...
second.
Yeah, they would never allow this.
Yeah, I love it. It's like the underdog.
Ceviche mixto.
Oh my God. Thank you.
They've brought me the house special, a Peruvian national treasure, ceviche.
Oh my God, your octopus, prawns, some white fish.
Ceviche's kind of like sushi. It requires the freshest fish, except it's cooked, not by heat, but with the natural acid of citrus fruit.
Excellent flavour. I just love the whole fact that this place exists. It's like humans' relentless ability to have mum and dad's food somewhere, anywhere. Brilliant. Who would have thought this stuff was in New York? We had a beautiful lunch, thank you. It was delicious. Peru is a beautiful country, huh? Why would you want to come to America?
It's a beautiful country, but the point here is that we don't have the same possibilities to growing up economically, socially, and everything. So that's why we come here.
Yeah.
To find the American thing.
Yeah. So do you work just here, or
I do an accounting.
you're an accountant?
Yes.
Perfect. Everyone needs an accountant in the business, huh?
Yes. Definitely, yes.
Mind you, you don't need to do accounts here, huh? So can you talk me through who these people are?
This is my aunt, Isabel. Isabel.
Isabel.
Isabel, yes.
Auntie Isabel. Nice to meet you, my darling.
She's Petra.
This is your cousin?
Yes, Petra.
I grew up living above my mum and dad's pub, and all the family got stuck in. So I guess it's not that different, except we weren't living in fear of being closed down every day.
Would your auntie let me have a go at making a ceviche?
Okay. Empieza a hacer un pedido. Pasa.
¿Quién va a hacer el ceviche?
Yes, Tiger. Auntie Isabel, be gentle with me. This is lemon juice. Say when, Tiger.
Ya.
Finish?
Sí.
Okay. Cilantro?
Sí.
Grande or
Poquito, así.
poquito?
Ahí nomás así.
All right, Tiger. So, this is good?
Ya.
She's saying, calm down, Mr. Oliver.
Pásale la salsa.
Okay, so there's a fairly large amount of salt there,
Sí.
but you're not going to
Ahí.
drink all of that, so teaspoon of salt. Not mucking about there, are they? It's and the chilies?
Uno nomás. Este no. Pica.
Just one. Oh, incredible, incredible chilies.
Sal. A ver, vamos a ver.
Have a taste, Isabel. Go on, girl. Guana or not guana? Yeah, good. Fish. And then for 2 minutes, yeah? Do a smanote. I'm speaking. I don't speak Spanish. And then how do we serve this, Isabel? The whole lot?
Ajá.
Everything?
Sí.
Please.
Todo jugo, ¿no?
You happy?
Sí, ahora sí.
Now it's so fun.
Oh man, so exciting. Proper Peruvian food, delicious. I will definitely come back here. It's getting freezing now. Daytime restaurant in someone's house. Brilliant. It's grounding, humbling. The last restaurant that I fitted out cost £1 million. You know, nice bogs, nice floorboards, nice windows, nice etching, nice printing, nice branding. You know, look. It's the grubbiest little. It looks like in Louisiana after a hurricane. I mean, like, you know, the place is not smart, but all the value is on the plate. Where did he come from? Sorry. That's all right. Yeah. Very cool. What next? Don't film the location.
Break it down.
I'm heading even further into New York's most multicultural borough, Queens, where it's not just the restaurants that are unlicensed. It's home to many of the city's illegal immigrants, and I'm meeting a Colombian who's offering a taste of home and a lifeline to those who are new to the city.
Hello?
George?
Yes? Hey, Gene.
Jamie.
How are
you doing, man?
Coming inside.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. How's everything?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Lovely to meet you.
I'm just trying to do the pipe, so you can give me a hand to
Yeah,
pull
of
it.
course. Yeah, no worries. Let me just take my jacket off.
What are you doing? How can I help?
Can you help me to peel this
Yeah, of
sweet
course.
potatoes, please?
Absolutely.
Because
Every day for the last 4 years, George and his mum have cooked for homeless illegal immigrants for free. What kind of food do you cook for these homeless people every day?
yes, more this is Spanish food, Colombian food.
Comfort food from home?
And yeah, more
Yeah.
than is Colombian stuff.
George left Colombia when he was just 17 to join his mum, who was already working here as a cleaner, sending her wages home. When you first came to America, were you illegal or illegal?
I was illegal. I was
Right.
illegal, yes.
How did you get here then? Actually, to New York. How did you get here?
Crossing the border, crossing the Mexican border,
So,
like everybody, yes.
not that
I was
clear.
afraid. I was running, not running, walking, but I was afraid because it wasn't new for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was like getting on a plane and landing here and that's it. No, it was a little bit hard.
So how did you become legal from illegal?
There were amnesty in 1986, 1987.
Right, an amnesty, yeah?
Yeah, and then we applied. All my mom, my sister, all the members of my family.
Yeah. What do you do for a job?
I'm a school bus driver.
Right. So you work in the day, and then at night time you feed how many people that are homeless?
Okay, last night they were there 78.
78.
Yes.
They must love you, huh?
I hope. When they smile at me, I think so they did, yes.
Obviously, if you're out there every night feeding homeless people, you must have seen some pretty hard things.
Yes, yes. There were 6 guys sleeping under the bridge. And in the morning, 4 guys went out to find a job, and the other 2 guys stayed right out to sleep a little bit more. And there was somebody who came with gasoline and threw gasoline top and then set on fire.
Set fire to him.
And
No, it's okay. It's okay. What a man.
¿Y el container para el chocolate lo
There's not many
tienen?
of him around.
Okay.
Every single night at 9 o'clock, George drives half an hour to Jackson Heights. The illegal immigrants wait here, touting for casual work. This will be their one meal of the day.
All these people here are waiting for you?
Yes. Right behind this.
I bet they look pleased when they see you.
Can I show this light on or no?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. George knows all the men personally. They call him the chicken and rice man. So you get food off George every day?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Every day,
¿Qué
same
pasó,
hour.
mi?
So he looks after you, huh?
Some people know it's the only food for one day, man. Sometimes he give 2 times for tomorrow lunch or something like that, you know?
It's so cold, but I daren't complain because these guys are going to be sleeping out here. Bloody horrible. You want some cake, brother? That's it. Yeah, go on, take the one you're touching. This one, brother. This one here, take this. Go on. I think some of them are a bit drunk. Here, you take it from me, brother. All right? There you go. Yeah, they come, you know, most of them are sober, some of them are drunk, but you can't knock them for being drunk. Because who'd want to be sober in this, it's so cold. All these people, they come here to America, obviously for opportunity, for a new beginning, for a fresh start, but this looks pretty tough. I mean...
Right, yes, it is. They were looking for a job, but it's going to be a tough thing to find it. Can you wait for a moment?
Yeah, of course.
I want Jim. I just bird.
No!
Right the
See that?
top.
No. That's typical.
Límpiame la cabeza, amigo, que me
all
cago.
the people to shit on, and they shit on him. Oh my God.
No me respeto.
Sometimes
No me
life can be
talles,
cruel, huh?
New York doesn't have any prisoners, that's for sure. And if it does, it'll be the ones queuing up, waiting for George's food. I think the reason he's doing it is because he was an immigrant. He was an illegal immigrant, and he knows how bloody hard it is. So that's why he can't stop doing it. People don't do what he does because they won't allow themselves to get hooked in. I think once you're hooked in, you're bloody hooked in. And it was the same for me in 15. Once you have that responsibility, you've got that responsibility. But when I see George, he's got personal, physical relationships with these people, and he really, really cares. And that's a wonderful, wonderful human trait that I think that we all have, you know, if we allow ourselves to have it.
Starting a new life legally is getting tougher and tougher, but New York remains the biggest magnet for new immigrants to America. I want to get out to where the most recent are settling and see what dishes they've brought with them. I'm in the Big Apple, and I'm beginning to get my head round this city that never sleeps in an entirely different way. Like the immigrant communities I've spent time in, I'm entering another unknown world. It's the latest arrival to the New York dining scene.
OK, so basically the score is now there's this thing called a supper club. It's like a new thing boiling under the seam, basically glorified dinner parties, and then you charge them. So it's all cash in hand again. But I guess, you know, some people call them anti-restaurants, you know, because they're against the sort of restaurant scene, which obviously I'm in. I'm kind of thinking that if someone's invited you around their house for this guerrilla anti-restaurant food, then they must be out of bleeding cook. Right, this is it. Looks like a normal house. Looks like Ugly Betty's house. Zora and Tamara is who we're after. Hello.
Hello.
Zora and Tamara.
Yeah. Tamara.
What a pleasure. Nice
Pleasure
to meet you.
to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Hey, we're glad to have you.
Sorry I'm all wrapped up.
No, not at all. Come on in. We're so sorry you had to be out.
Thank you.
Zora and Tamara run 2 underground supper clubs a month.
Would you mind taking your shoes off?
Not at all, no.
Within minutes of posting their secret dinner dates online, they're sold out.
Wow, how many people are here?
I think we're like 16, 17 today.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Can you put the...
Yes, we have
the
our
menu
menu
up
tonight.
here?
Yeah, grab a glass.
Hey, listen,
and then you can...
so you got glasses? These are like jam jars.
Yeah.
Did you marinate it and stuff?
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, a little bit of
Hello. How you doing?
Yes.
All right.
Supper clubs are unlicensed, so these girls can't officially charge for food.
If you're going to have, what, 3 courses? Dessert, drinks?
It's $35 and a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
It's the typical
get
donation.
Yeah.
So you bring a bottle of wine?
Yeah. You bring your own wine, because it's illegal to sell
Yeah,
booze.
we would not be selling booze to people
Listen,
or
I
anything.
think you've broken a few laws already.
Well, you know.
Let's not worry about it.
I don't think so. I mean, really, we hate restaurants. Like, Tamara has worked in restaurants for fucking ever, and I worked in restaurants enough to realize, like, that's not really the kind of cooking I want to do. The problem with restaurants in New York is you get kicked out, like, as soon as you're done eating. And here, people can
Have a night.
relax and have a whole night, and there's so few places
So
to
it
do
is,
that in New
in
York.
actual fact, an anti-restaurant?
Yes, I would say.
Zora and Tamara just break even, but there are some perks.
Do anyone fall in love here? Have you been
both.
responsible for any conception of children?
Well, we both hooked up.
I know, we both got married in the course of these dinners.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So,
Yeah, we did. We did.
Anyway.
My husband, our third date, I brought him to a dinner in my
Oh
old
my God!
apartment.
So
He didn't know
anti-restaurants has got you hitched.
Yeah. I know a few people have gotten laid, but I don't think it went any further than that.
But that's
you know,
good.
That's cool.
What a dessert!
Chicken fried lamb chops. Take one and pass it down.
Unlike restaurants, these chefs get to eat with their diners too. And the menu today is a homage to their Greek neighbourhood. For the main course, unbelievable crispy fried lamb chops with rosemary, alongside tender lamb shanks spiced up with cumin and saffron.
Your first time? This is your second time. And how does this one look so far compared to your other one?
What do you want?
A lot less stuffy.
So the other one was quite stuffy.
Well, you can't talk to anybody before you enter or exit. And
What?
Yes.
Like, really?
This is a lot more sort of earthy and real and authentic.
Yeah.
I think.
I was a bit cynical, but I totally get it. When you're in someone's home, it makes you act different. Saying that,
I'm already more than half pissed from a jam jar. So it's good. See you later. Thanks very much, all. See you guys. Take care. Seriously good food. Can we turn it up? Yeah, I like that one. It's got good bass.
It's very classic songs.
Key to good hair is if you go upside down. I learnt this when I had a flat top when I was 12 years old. You know the haircut they do when they have the spirit level. That's why I only wash my hair once every 5 days. Because if I wash my hair every day, it goes like a white afro, right? And then I have to put a crash helmet on my head. You know, the anti-restaurant supper club was basically come here, spend all night, put an anonymous amount of money in a hat or whatever at the back of the room, and be fed. And I just love it. And most importantly, like, serving some bloody tasty food. In the spirit of my underground adventure, I've decided to host my very own supper club. I am just submitting a blog to say, basically, I'm going to cook for 8 people in the New York area. Do they want to come round to the flat I'm in? It'd be quite nice to get a nice mixture of people around the table. I have to be careful how I spell things on this because last time I did spell check on pancetta, it came out as placenta and I posted it. I need to decide what to serve, and I really want to reflect some of New York's different cultures. But before I finalise my menu, I'm off to where the newest immigrants are settling. Flushing is at the end of the subway, on the outskirts of New York, near to the airport. Woo! No surprise then that it's always been a staging post for the newest communities. Irish, Jewish, Italian, and now it's the place to get the most authentic regional Chinese cuisine.
I've been to Chinatown in Manhattan, and you know, and if you know which ones to go to, you can eat very, very well. But I think what's beautiful about this is it seems to be more vibrant, a bit cruder. You know, a lot of these people don't even speak English at all, so they're like, it's like a little microcosm.
I'm gonna try my hand in this food court. It opened just 3 weeks ago.
In China, where do you come from?
China.
No, it's, whereabouts in China? Chengdu. Okay.
Li Lin, or Joe as he'll be known in New York, specialises in these incredible, fiery dan-dan noodles. And I'm a chili freak, so this Szechuan classic is right up my straza.
Can you explain what is dan-dan ya?
Dan-dan.
I think we're going to have... who's going to translate, darling? Dan-dan... OK, Tiger. Dan-dan maya.
Dan-dan miet.
Dan-dan miet. OK. So it's like an assembly at this point. We've got noodles.
Add some slightly wilted Chinese cabbage, a little soy sauce, and then for the key ingredient, Szechuan pepper.
It's kind of got... it has an effect like when you have your mouth numbed when you go to the dentist. We've got some chicken bouillon here.
Finally, add a teaspoon of chopped fresh garlic, a handful of spring onions, and then for some insanely hot homemade chili oil.
Oh, is this good? Good. Yeah?
Yes.
Less?
Okay.
Yeah? You remember this one tomorrow. And then here's the really interesting bit. We've got a beef mince, and I put probably a bit too much in there, judging by his reaction. Look at the way he uses his chopsticks. This is a serious foodie's noodle dish. Beautiful. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, good? Dang dang maya.
In the stall opposite, they're actually making the noodles from scratch.
What do you call these noodles?
In Chinese, is 手擀面 means handmade.
Shoga.
Yeah, hand means show.
Show. Shoga.
19-year-old Aki and her parents touched down in America just 3 months ago.
What do you expect from your new life in New York?
I think it's very challenging for us. My father have never been a cook.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What did your father do in China?
A businessman.
Do you think your mum would let me have a go at making the noodles?
Okay.
Yeah? Let me have a go, darling. She's like my mum. She's a control freak. So, mum, so like this?
Very good. Very good. You are nature. Very nice. Very nice.
How do you say thank you in Chinese?
谢谢.
谢谢.
Yeah.
谢谢. This is one of the best dishes I've tried in a long, long time.
These little parcels are called shirping.
And now I'm showing off.
Yeah.
I love it. And then at this point, we have to flatten it out and turn it. Oh.
You're strong.
Yeah, I'm too strong. I just bust it. Yeah, right. It's not that funny. I was getting too cocky. Thank you. Brilliant. I'll tell you, that was just brilliant. That's what I come to New York for. Brilliant, beautiful people, different backgrounds, different smells, tastes, techniques. 2 hours, 3 hours in there was like, I was like a kid in a sweet shop. It was brilliant. Immigrants are a funny thing, isn't it? It can be looked at as a positive or a negative. Get those bloody foreigners out of our country. Post-war, you know, both of my granddads, probably like 90% of other granddads in Great Britain, not in a bitter, horrible way, were verbally quite racist. But one of those granddads was fifth generation Sudanese. Do you know what I mean? I'm sixth, which no one believes, because like Blondie, well, used to be Blondie. So, I mean, you know, I think the immigration thing's quite fascinating.
Look at the Sesame Street characters, hilarious.
The menu I'm writing is a bit, it's a bit of a car crash, really. This is a little celebration of my trip. I think, you know, New York's actually helped me feel differently about immigration. And not that I was ever sort of anti-immigrants, but I don't know, I feel like I understand them a bit more. It's generally trying to escape with or for your family to have a safer, better life with more potential, really, for your kids. And I can really sympathise with that.
I'm joining the anti-restaurant brigade for the night, and I'm making up my own rules. I'm going to have a donations box, like the two girls did, but I'm going to dedicate the donations to George. Remember George, who fed all the homeless people every day? There's not many people like George about, so...
It'd be nice to do something appropriate for him.
I've got hundreds of replies to my blog, so I need to confirm my guest list. I'm just going through them, really. They're quite funny. I find much zen in chopping vegetables. You want to get Hispanics, Irish, Russians, you want to kind of get a whole cross-section of New York, definitely. Otherwise, what's the point? 35 Double D. She's definitely coming. Hi, is that Dana? Hello, darling. It's Jamie Oliver. I'm just responding to your blog. Yeah, so you up for coming? Great. Basically, no one really knows each other, but there's people from all over New York, and then I'm just going to cook a bunch of stuff, get some liquor in, and have a little bit of a laugh, really. All right, darling, take care. All the best. She was completely freaked out. She goes, "Oh my God, I'm really good fun. I promise you, I will not let you down." Ah, good. Got a party. Just need some food. The whole point of this menu is it's a bit confused, a bit mutt-like.
It's like stuff everywhere, nowhere to put anything.
First up, the starters.
The moment of truth. Can Mr. Oliver replicate that lovely Chinese lady's pancakes? Flour and water mixed together to make a dough like this that's soft and elastic. Then I'm going to put some crab in instead of pork. Got lemon zest, fennel, parsley, a little chilli. Get the speed up now. And we'll get it together.
Mix it up with the crab meat.
I'm just going to add a couple of eggs to the story.
Grate a bit of lemon zest, mix it up, and then grab a handful of this zingy filling and fold it up in the parcels.
Carrot stretches, it's like bubble gum. I'm gonna... Can't find anything. Don't know where anything is.
Next, I'm going to do my version of a Peruvian ceviche.
Sea bass. Slightly awkward fish to fillet.
Remove the skin and bones, and then roughly slice up, ready to season.
This is the fluke I bought. Sushi quality. So I've got coriander, got some fennel. There'll be salt going on both of them. Probably just a little bit of clementine zest and lemon on the other, just to get different flavours. The whole thing about ceviche is it's delicious. It's so fresh and lovely.
The acid in the citrus fruit will transform the raw fish in just 2 minutes, so I'll leave that to the last minute.
Got a beef in the oven here. Have a look at this. It's like a massive rib of beef, right? And that's been rubbed with Egyptian spices, inspiration from Ali, and that's been cooked for about 6 hours at about 275 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 140, 150 Celsius, OK? But, you know, we'll slice that. Got some sweet potatoes with that.
My starters and mains are all prepped. Now it's time for the hard part, sprucing myself up.
Barney.
Tonight, I, Jamie Oliver, owner of restaurants around the world, am joining New York's anti-restaurant scene. What a traitor. 8 New Yorkers who I've only met online are coming round my gaff for a supper club.
I mean, I've definitely got more memories from this trip than possibly all of my New York trips put together. It's the stories of the people, really, that were really, really interesting, you know, let alone the food. If you can get booze into someone's hand within 30 seconds of them getting in the door, then you're a very good host. First one's here. I've never had a party where I haven't got a clue. Right, so get the first glass ready. Let's get them all drunk. Linda, hello, darling. Come in. How are you? Pleasure. Excuse me, darling. Hello.
How are you?
Who are you then?
I'm Carrie.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Gwen.
There you go, sweetheart.
Thanks so much.
25 seconds. Wait for it. Hello. What do you want to drink? Red wine or white wine?
My supper club lineup is a cocktail of New York's different communities, Hawaiians, Italians and Puerto Ricans, from firemen to physicians.
6, 7, 8, 9. We're all here.
Nice.
The menu's on the wall. It's a supper club, so it's a bit of family service and a bit DIY, but that's kind of part of the charm, I hope. So you guys chill, come in, and the food will be coming out in about 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. Very service. Exactly.
Wind your body, wind your body. So I'm letting my Sudanese immigrant side of me come out. Hear me now, what me up your dibby dibby style, hear me now. Okay.
that we can do?
Well, I'll tell you what, you can be my waitress if you want.
I can do that.
For starter, I'm going to serve my ceviche and my crab sherping topped with salsa.
Cheers, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, man. So how many people around this table are like regular cooks in New Yorkers? So half of you, basically. And then you guys.
There's so many good places in New York that you want to try.
For the main event, I'm serving beef with Egyptian spices and a side of New York's classic mac and cheese, my style.
Guys, I just want to mention something. This guy here is, I don't know if you saw on the menu, I mean, running it like a normal supper club. There's a pot at the end of the house and you make anonymous donations. But this guy here cooks for 85 homeless people every night, and I went with him and fed the people. And I thought it would be nice to dedicate tonight to him. And he's a kind of amazing guy. And I knew it was going to be sweet, but I didn't think it would upset me.
What's his name?
George. Colombian George. And bless him. I'm really glad that I came to New York because many, many people know New York. And hopefully, you know, maybe if people see what I've done, they might be less tempted to go for the usual. As soon as I get back to London, I want to know where my version of Ali is in Little Egypt. I want to know more about some of the things going on in my city. So, yeah, I think really good trip. It's a crazy, crazy city.
Next time, I'm leaving the bright lights of the city behind and I'm heading to the state of Louisiana, where I'll be hunting for my food.
Shitting myself. Hunting in my world is all about rabbits, hares, but nothing that can kill you.
3, 5, 4, 4. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
I'll be up close and personal.
Up the jack seat, right? And then it's
with the Cajun way of life.